Welcome to 𝗃.
Okay, so I believe we are good. We can start. Let me see where I can do the. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Please let me know if my screen is visible to everyone. Is it? Can someone confirm?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Good, good. Sorry, Praveen. I really apologize. I didn't make a call to you, but I'll definitely speak to you. I was quite busy and I just forgot. So, Praveen, you able to hear me? Okay, so let's start, guys. So in previous session, we had a discussion about the how to basically get the lab access. Means even we have the lab access, how to do the step-by-step, very brand new firewall configuration, especially for the Palo Alto firewall, FortiGate firewall configuration. So we learned about that, and we went through the different product matrix. We understand what are different model of the firewall available in the market, and which firewall is going to be used for me. It's totally depend on your company requirement. So we have to go with the product matrix, which have shown in the previous class. Let me open that just for the recap. Let me see where is the product matrix. Not here. So cybersecurity official ebook. I should have the product matrix as well. FortiGate PDF. Never mind. I believe I don't have. I have to check again. I believe I switched from the internet. Please get mute yourself, okay? So I believe we have check with the Google Internet. So that was only available on the FortiGate product matrix. So if you guys check that, so you are going to find this product matrix. So this was the product matrix. And based on this product matrix, we analyze that what were the different model of the firewall available in the market, and which firewall having what kind of the features, and based on that feature, you can use this firewall for your network environment, right? To just secure your all communication. So this was we have discussed, right? But what are the next step? So the next step, we try to onboard a very brand new firewall, and in that brand new firewall, we even try to configure the firewall from the very scratch. So this is the Palo Alto. So this is not going to be required for time being. Let me close it and let me open for the FortiGate firewall lab. So this was the lab we have done in the day 0. And while doing this lab, I just configured this lab and I have taken the access from this particular web server. And we see that what is the dashboard and all looking on this particular firewall. So that was quite a small. So let me reconfigure this firewall again, and I'll just configure this firewall, and we'll see how this time this firewall get an IP address via the static. So we just assign the static IP address on this particular interface that acting as a management interface, that is a port 1. But this time lab, we are going to do via the DHCP. How the DHCP assignment is going to be happen. So here we did the assignment, the static, a static IP assignment we have done in the first lab, right? And we convert from DHCP to static, and we just configure the mode as well. But here by default, this port behavior is going to be configured as a DHCP. So this port is directly going to get the IP address from the DHCP server. This is a network, cloud network. So this having a DHCP like feature available. So this is going to act as a DHCP server. So this device is going to get a DHCP IP address, and we'll try to log in direct from the internet browser, VNet LAN environment. and we'll try to see whether this firewall is accessible or not. Okay, so this is the first step we're going to do that. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this particular session. Okay, so let me double click on this particular firewall because I have to take the console. As we understand, console is very important to just take the CLI access. So because it's a physical, means it's not a physical firewall, it's a virtual firewall. So in this scenario, we can only double click on the firewall and we're going to get the console. So see, I just double click it and my console is ready. And by default, you don't have to put any any password here. Just you have to put username very first time. There is no password is going to be required. So I'm just going to leave the password as a blank. And again, I have to set up the password. So I'll just put the again password as admin, confirm password as admin. So now I am in the FortiGate firewall and default host name is this one. Okay. So how I can do the configuration of this particular firewall? So first I have to check means the interface configuration. So as I mentioned that this time this port is going to get IP address from the DHCP. So this is going to get an IP address from DHCP server. So this is acting as a DHCP client. So let me make it correct. Let me correct. This interface is going to act as a DHCP client. DHCP client. And this device is going to act as a DHCP server. So once device is going to be turned on, because by default DHCP feature is enabled on it, it will try to send the DHCP request, means it is going to broadcast for the get the message from the DHCP server. So DORA process is going to be processed, and based on DORA process, this interface is going to get an IP address. So we'll discuss what is a DORA process in later stage. But let me run the command show system interface and just put the question mark. And now you see here, this is the port 1. Just 40 link, you just ignore it. We'll discuss what is a 40 link later stage. But now if you see that this time, this interface automatically get an IP address. So this is my port 0. You can see here. Let me use something else. So this is the port 1, not 0. And this is configured as a DHCP by default. We check that we just change as a static yesterday lecture. So this is DHCP. And if you see the IP address, this is the IP address configured on this interface. This is subnet mask, right? You can see the interface status is showing up, right? And we don't have any tunnel. So that is showing we disable, and we just not the aggregated or redundant interface. So no information is showing here. So right now this interface is up and I have the IP address. And if I just put the interface port 1, so you are going to find the more detail about that. So in this interface, you can see this is the interface configuration, and this is the port number 1. This port is part of the VDOM. You don't know what is the VDOM. So this is the VDOM is a root and set as a DHCP. So if it is a DHCP, it will try to get IP from the DHCP. And you have the management services allowed. You allow the ping on this interface. I mentioned how ping HTTPS, SSH can be allowed and blocked. SSH, HTTP, FGFM, right? So these are the different, like we have the management, like services that is allowed here, right? And apart from that type of this interface, physical interface it's showing, basically it's the virtual interface, right? And then also it's showing the SNMP index, it's one, it's by default it's a configure. And this FGFM is like your FortiGate 40 manager protocol, right? So if it is going to run the FortiGate 40 manager protocol, that is going to be used here. So if you want to run that, you can also run it here. So now we are good. At least we have this particular firewall interface configuration at all. By default IP has been assigned. So now if IP has been assigned, I will try to ping my direct PC, whether this IP is reachable or not. So simply I go here. And after going, I'll just try to ping. And what is IP address? That is 192.168.1. Because I'm in the LAN environment, so probably I'll ping it. See, able to ping it. So if I'm able to ping it, so what I can do that, I can simply go in the web browser. After going in the web browser, I can log into this particular firewall from my direct browser. So I simply go and put the IP address 162. And here is my firewall, and it's going to give the very nice view because I'm just opening with my window. So you just have to put the username as admin, password is also going to be admin, and you just have to log in it. So again, it is asking you want to continue with this firewall setup back manually. So if you do manually, you can change the hostname and all, but if you don't want to do, you want to do later, just click on the later. So let me set up the hostname at least. So I'll do the manually, and I can just put this FortiGate, or I can put 𝗙𝗏_FortiGate Firewall. Okay. So this is going to be look like in this way. And I'll click OK. So this is done. I'm not going to select any comprehensive. I'll leave the optimal. That is a popular default dashboard. It's going to be used. And now you see it's trying to load, and it's going to show some kind of the you guys can see some overview of the FortiGate and all. So if you want to learn, you can just learn a little bit about this iOS. By default, it's available. And it is just going to give a little bit iOS description as a welcome login page, right? So I just click OK, and this is going to be OK. And this is my firewall dashboard. Finally, I'm in the firewall dashboard. So if you want to just little bit zoom in for the better view, you can do that also. So let me make as a 90 looks good. So now I'm in the FortiGate firewall as a CLI Access. So as I mentioned, even you don't want to go for the CLI Access like the console, HTTP, HTTPS, you can go with the CLI directly on this by clicking on this button. So you can see in top button, we have this, and you click it here, you are in the FortiGate firewall, and you can do whatever you want to do that. All configuration command you want to do that, you can just do here. So system interface. If you do all interface configuration is going to be, so again here you want to see the port configuration, this port configuration is also available here. So by default, I can take the direct CLI access. This is the beauty feature of the FortiGate. None of the vendors available this kind of a feature. By sitting in the GUI, even you can do the CLI without changing the terminals. Means you don't have to do a putty, and you don't have to go any kind of the other terminals. Even you don't have to do SSH and telnet, but still you can do the CLI, you can close anytime, right? So very important thing. I'm just starting from the top corner, and we have to understand the step by step all the tabs. Now, after this, we have the question mark here. You can see. So if I go on the question mark, if you want to take some help, right? If you want to see some iOS related tips and tricks, there is a video. So if you click it here, it is just going to redirect on this FortiGate, and they are having a different video for different iOS for short videos. So if you want to understand about those iOS, if you're running on the 7.0 iOS, 6.0 iOS, so you can get direct video knowledge. What is the special feature in this iOS? Why this iOS has been introduced? What was the problem in the old iOS, right? So these kind of the things, even when you log into the dashboard, this is going to be available. But still, you want to just have a recap how my iOS is going to look like. Let's suppose you are the very new and you want to just a little bit understand. So this feature is available for you. And this is going to show like you can just maximize it. So see, it is showing the dashboard, network, policy, antivirus. So they will going to explain each and everything, like how the block, monitor, proxy flow. So small introduction for the different section they are going to give you. And by referring those sections, you at least have the basic understanding about the firewall basic iOS features. So this is the first thing we can understand. Now we have the release overview. You want to understand about any iOS release, video tutorials, right? You want to learn some topic about a different iOS. Again, this is pointing to the same tutorial. So you have like click that, and you want to see the videos. You have a lot of videos available here. You can see authorization with the FortiGate analyzer, right? They have the FortiGate switch and FortiGate 47.0 iOS, SAML, GTNA. So different topics we have, NAC policies, right? GTNA established device identity. So you can see a lot of videos, lot of views are available. So if you want to see that different product have, right? And different product have different videos number, even you can see that. So if you want to learn FortiGate 𝗙𝗍, so even the FortiGate 𝗙𝗍 having a 20 videos here. So if you want to learn it, it is going to be show you the video detail here. And you can just go here and find the all 𝗙𝗍 related videos here. So this is also very good thing. You can just explore it about that. And what next we have? So online help, that is the most important thing, guys. So let's suppose you are trying to understand any concept and you think like, I'm not very much clear, I need online help. So just go here after video tutorial. These are three other video tutorial, iOS and release note and the video learning. This is the online like 𝗿𝗵𝗴𝗃 documentations, means iOS documentation. So you can see entire iOS related configuration. Let's suppose I want to understand about the network. So just click on the network. So all network related things are going to be available here. So this is also ebook. So the same ebook I'm referring here. Even if I go here, let me show you this same ebook. So it is just administration guide, and this guide is available integrated with this your FortiGate firewall. So if you have any learning requirement and you have the firewall open and you want to just revise your concept, so you don't have to go anywhere. Simply go and let's suppose you want to learn about the interface. Click on the interface, right? It will go and show you the all interface type. Let's suppose I want to learn about what this interface, like aggregated and redundancy interface. So I can just click it and you can see this is showing the enhancing hashing for the link aggregation member selections, failure detection for the aggregated and redundancy interface. You want to learn about the VLANs, so click on the VLANs. So everything, it is going to explain about the VLANs, VLAN local, virtual local area network VLAN, multiply the capabilities of your FortiGate unit, and also can also provide added network security. VLAN use ID tags to logically separate the devices on the network into smaller broadcast domains. So same, your routing switching concept is here, and different even VLANs can be used in NAT mode, right? You can see here. So you can just want to learn what is the VLAN in NAT mode. So you can learn it here. You have some simplified topology, how you can segregate the network, how the trunking is going to happen, how the untagged packet is going to be sent, how the tagged packet is going to be sent. So see, even the topology is a very nice documentation by the FortiGate, okay? Trust me, guys. And even you want to refer some sample configuration, right? So see, these are sample configuration, how you can set the static IP address, right? And you want to add the VLAN sub interface. So how you can create the sub interface and all that is also available here. Right, you want to allow some ping and HTTPS, that is also available. You want to configure the VLANs directly, right? So you can define the IP address. This is also possible here. So almost each and everything, if you want to just copy the configuration, you can copy the configuration as well. You want to add some kind of the firewall address. You just want to get VLAN 100 and you just want to define some IP and net mask. That is also possible. So even not only the little bit description, you have the entire detailed description available with the sample configuration, detailed explanation in this document itself. So it's very useful, guys, and I would recommend everyone just whatever the iOS you're using, that most of the case it's going to be similar. Few parameters only going to be changed, but most things are going to be similar always. So you just go and use this documentation. So these are the like question mark tab. Any question here? So these two tabs are very useful for you. Clear to everyone? We have to understand each and every feature of this particular FortiGate firewall. Then we'll do the detailed configuration. Now we have any question. If you guys please don't mind, even you comfortable in Hindi or English, just ask me the question. Okay, don't feel like it is going to be something bad for you, but it is always going to be good. Just please ask me the questions. Okay. Next, we have some kind of this icon, bell icon, right? So this bell icon is going to be give any kind of the problem, or you can just think about the alerts, right, on your network. So in this current bell icon, you can see there is two notification we have. One is unable to connect FortiGuard server. So what is a FortiGuard server, by the way? So this is, you can just think about, this is the one of the you can see think about the cloud-based server which have the latest information about to protect your network. Like it's like they give the latest signature, latest vulnerability, DOS attack and everything. So FortiGuard is something very important, and it is going to be provide the real time, in protection for your network, right? So it is not connected because we don't have the license, right? So it's a threat intelligence platform, and FortiGuard basically monitor worldwide attack surface, and it is going to leverage the AI and the machine learning. And based on that, they are going to push the any signature, latest signature it is going to require, or also going to give the suggestion and all. Similarly, the another we have the alert that is a VM evolution license expiration date. So right now we have the iOS version, or we have the firewall, that is a VM firewall. Means we don't have the physical firewall. We are doing the learning on the VM firewall, which have the exact same feature. No feature differences we have. So this is giving the like next month it is going to be expired. So probably we have to again deploy the new firewall, but till next month it is available. So any notification you have that is going to be available here, you just click it here, and total notification it is going to show. If you click on that notification, it is going to redirect you to just unable to connect FortiGuard server because we don't have the registration code. We don't have the license. So if I have to activate, you just have to click, then I have to activate the code, then it is going to be registered with the FortiGuard, and it is going to provide with a real-time scenario about all the signature and the intelligent threat. Similarly, if I click the evolution license, it is going to redirect on the license page. And if you have the license file, you can just upload the license file by clicking the upload, but we don't have any license file, so you cannot upload it here. But if you upload, it is going to permanent. But till now it is.
विशाल जी,
Yes, please, Praveen.
ये VM लाइसेंस वाला एक बार दोबारा बताना आपने क्या होता है?
VM license. From here, you asking or here?
Yes, from
Okay,
that one VM
Okay,
license.
so here we are talking, we have the alert and we have the VM evolution license, right? So let's suppose you are going to purchase, there's two types of firewall. One is the hardware firewall, right? One is the hardware firewall. And these hardware firewall are these firewalls. Product matrix, where was the product matrix? Yeah, these are the, so these are the hardware firewalls. You can see different 40, 50, 60. So we have a lot of firewalls available. So if you're going to purchase the hardware firewall, you need to purchase the license during the purchasing the firewall. So your firewall is going to come with the license, 2 years, 3 years kind of the license, or even you can take more license. You have to pay license fee one time, or might be the annually subscription you have to do, and then this license is going to be available. So this is the one thing. Apart from that, let's suppose we have the VM search firewall also. We discussed yesterday. So let me go, and we have the two types of firewall. One is the physical firewall and another is the VM firewall. So where was the VM firewall? This is the physical. This is the physical. This is the physical again. FortiManager, SIEM, FortiNAC, FortiClient. Yeah, virtual appliance, you can see. So we have the FortiGate VMs. So these FortiGate VMs can be deployed in the like EVNG we deployed it here. It's acting as a private cloud. It's my environment, like company environment. So we have the server. Inside the server, we deploy the image of the particular FortiGate firewall. So to activate the all services and feature of this particular firewall, we require the license. Okay. So that's why the VM license is going to be required on this particular FortiGate firewall. So when I turn on this firewall, you can see it is giving the warning and notification. The VM license is going to expire by next month, 12th of October. So you have to upgrade the license. But if I go and upgrade the license, I need to purchase the license from the FortiGate directly, which is going to cost money. So why I can go and purchase the license? Even I can just reuse this particular license till 15 days, and again I reuse again. So in this scenario, I can save my license cost because I'm just going to learn something new, and so no need to pay the money. Even you guys can do your home labs. But if I want to upgrade this VM with the proper permanent license, so I have to purchase the license file and I have to upload the license file from here. Once I upload the license file, this firewall is going to be permanent license instead of the evolution license. Evolution license is a temporary license. Is it clear, Praveen, to you? Praveen, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. So now we understand these two notifications. So these three tabs is very much clear to everyone. Now let's talk about the administration. So right now, as I mentioned, when I log in the firewall, first time I use the username as the admin, I set the password as well. So if I just click on the admin, let me click it here. So if I just click on the admin, you can see we have the lot of information available in this admin. So if I just click on the name, I can find this, my FortiGate VM firewall name it is showing here, like the model of the VM, it is showing here. And also it is showing what is the current OS version running on this particular firewall. And if you want to know the like device system, means system details. So you can see if you want to reboot the firewall, you simply click here and the firewall is going to reboot. You don't have to go physically, even you have the physical firewall and you want to reboot remotely, you can do the remote reboot from here also. If you want to shut down the firewall, let's suppose you are in India and you are managing firewall in the US and someone said, hey, can you just turn off the firewall? So you don't have to send someone on the branch location or site location to just power down the firewall. You can directly shut down firewall from here and it is going to be shut down. The command is going to be issued and it is going to be shut down. So reboot is also going to be happen. Fabric management, if you click that, it is going to show you that entire log, what is happening there, firewall registered, build and everything. So you're going to give the log and everything. So this is just fabric management. So you can just see the status of the device. And you want to see the process, means how my hardware is processing overall. So you can see which protocol, different protocol, different services. They have the process ID. PID is the process ID. Even you want to remove and apply something, you want to reset, you want to best fit in the columns, you can do that. So it's just for settings, just see your user interface, but you have the different command lines and you can see maximum CPU is using for this particular and memory is using this and what is the packet per second is going on. So you can see these are the different information it is going on. So everything is going good. So in case, let's suppose your firewall is not responding correctly and you want to understand a little bit like what is happening in the firewall in the hardware point of view. So this is always going to be a good friend. You just go in the system and see the process monitoring. Like my device is getting hung, your computer is getting hung. So you just check na process, what is happening. Your router is become slow or might be not processing or might be in hung state. So you just go in CPU and check what is happening in my router, why this is particular behavior is happening. So similar, you can do that also. Clear? So we have these all feature, we can use that and you can just do that, whatever you want. Next, we have the configuration. Let's suppose I have some configuration, right? I want to take the backup of the configuration. So how, let's suppose I'm just going to create one of the configuration here. So let me go in the policy. We'll discuss what is the configuration, how it is going to happen, but let me just go in firewall policy. I'm just going to create one test policy just for time being. Test policy. And I just going to use the incoming interface. Let's suppose this one. And outgoing interface, I don't have anything for time being. But let's use this one just for like, I just use all or all, right? Nothing I have to give for time being. So I can just use the all. Allow, I want to allow not. So just this is policy has been created. See? So one policy has been created and this configuration event has been applied. You don't have to do anything. Once you create it, this is going to be applied, right? So what next? If you want to do some kind of the backup jobs, so you go in the configuration, you want to take the backup. It is going to ask where you want to take backup. You want to take in the USB drive or you want to take in the local PC. Someone asking what is the use of the USB drive in the previous classes. Why I need to USB drive. So this is here USB is going to play very vital role. If you want to directly take the backup of your firewall configuration USB, if it is enabled, it is plugged in your firewall. it is going to become a green. You can select it and you can just take the backup. If you want to take the local PC, select the local PC. You want to encrypt this particular file, you have to encrypt. You want to put the password, so you can put the password as well. And this password is going to require to decrypt while uploading the configuration or while viewing the configuration. So you can do the encryption of this particular configuration as well. So if I want to just save it, this is going to be saved. And this is my firewall backup is ready. So let's say let me click OK. So this has been done. So now let's suppose I want to go here and I want to restore from the previous configuration. Let's suppose I just want to go here and I want to delete it here. So see, this policy has been deleted. Mistaken, somebody deleted, but I want to restore this policy now again. So how can I do that? I can just simply go in the configuration, restore, right? And I can just upload the file. So what was the file name? I believe this was the file name. No, this is not a file name. Let me see what was the file name. Some file name was there. Okay, it is not downloaded even fully. This is the region. Okay. So let me see. Okay, let me keep it. Now it's downloaded, guys. Sorry, it was not downloaded fully. So this was the region. So let me see again. So 𝗙𝗎 FortiGate Firewall. Let me see. Yeah. So this is the file name. You can see. So this is the file name. We basically created the configuration FortiGate Firewall. So see, this is just created a few minutes back. So I'll just open it. So now this has been uploaded. We not basically encrypted the file, so we don't require the password here. So I click OK. So my configuration has been updated. Means it start uploading on the firewall. So just wait for a while. So once this configuration has been updated, the system got reboot. Okay. Because we just updated the new configuration file. So after reboot, it is going to show the latest version of this particular configuration. So just wait for a while. We can even prevent this reboot as well, because this is not a good way. So I'll tell that also how it is going to happen. So still 162 is the IP. So now see, it's ready. And if I try to log in it again, I can log in it. So probably I'll in the firewall again. And if I go in the policy again, let me show in the policy, file policy. See, again, this policy has been updated. So we deleted this policy, but once we just restore the configuration, how we can restore? We just the configuration, restore with the configuration. So this has been done, right? So you can take the backup. We can take the restoration by the backup configuration. It's completely very easy job. You just have to take backup. You did the mistake. You can do that also. There is a revision numbers as well. So there's a revision concept. What is the revision concept? You just click on revision. So right now, whatever config you are going to change, right? So they are going to make a revision. Because the firewall has been rebooted, that's why this is not showing. But let me create another policy. Let me go here and copy the policy and paste just below the policy. And I just put the name here, new test policy. We'll see what does means and why I'm doing this all. You guys are also going to understand. So I'm just creating new test policy. This is going to be done. So this policy is currently disabled. So I just have to enable this policy. Once this policy is going to be enabled, it is going to serve your all purpose. So what next? Now, if I'm going again here in the system configuration, and if I just go in the revision, still this revision is not showing, right? Because this is the license is like evolution, or this is the only region. This revision is not showing, but if you have the different revisions, that is going to be shown and it is going to be available. You can see that config ID who make the what time configuration, right? And you can change the, any kind of change you are doing to do that. Like if you just want to put the, you can see this was the first build was happened with the admin, and any other revision someone changed. Like, so right now, whenever you do the any kind of the configuration change and you want to build your own revision, you can do that. And let me create another, let me delete this particular firewall policy, and I can create the another revision. So I'll go here again and I'll go and save changes again. And this is the, I just put the 2 number. So my again new revision has been created. So if I want to just see that and I just want to revert, right, on this particular revision number, means the configuration right now in this configuration I deleted. So right now I have the single firewall policy, but when I was created this revision, that time having a dual firewall policy. So I just go here and I revert the change. So once I revert that changes, probably you'll see in the firewall policy. See, again, it is rebooting and it was going to just reflect the new configuration on the firewall. So just wait for a while and we'll see the new configuration, because we changed the revision number and my firewall configuration has been completely changed. So wait for a while, it will show the latest configuration. So see, this file has been rebooted and we just have to wait. Yeah, now it's ready. So let me go here and see that. Still rebooting, it will take a few seconds more. Now it's ready. And I log in again. And you see here, it's giving some suggestion to change a password, but definitely the policy is now the second policy also going to be available. See now, because I take the backup, I take the revision when I was doing the first time changes, and then after remove the policy, then I take the another revision number. So whatever I want to roll back the changes based on my revision, that is also possible. This is all available. A script is something like I want to run this script, right? Anything from the local and the browser. So you want to run the some CLI based command script and all. So this is also possible. You can do that, but that is not going to be required unless you have some specific use cases. So I believe you guys understand this all. Now, this is something change password. So right now the password of this PC is admin. Means this particular FortiGate as admin, and when I'm trying to log in, it is giving the warning. So it is asking because you not have the good password. It's a default password. So browser even understanding those password cookies, and it is suggesting that you should change the password. So how I can change the password? I simply click it here. I can put the old my password and I can put the new password as well here. So I can put any new password here, and this new password is going to change, and I just click OK. And now I have to log in again with a new password. I just put some strong password this time. So probably the browser is not going to give the error. See, this time no error, because earlier it was the very weak password, but now I give the strong password. So that's why it looks nice now. So this is the password. Last thing is the logout. If you want to log out from the firewall dashboard login, you just click on the logout and you can log out. You can just again log in. So I hope you guys understand the most useful tabs, which is available in the right side. Please let me know if anyone not understand this all concept. I request you all, please let me know if you guys not understand this concept. This entire thing, if you guys not understand, please let me know. Anyone in the class who not understand what I explain?
रिवीजन का एक बार दोबारा एक्सप्लेन करिए।
हाँ मैं बता रहा हूँ, एक मिनट। रिवीजन का बता रहा हूँ, पेन क्यों क्या हो गया। Okay. So revision, what is a revision? Let me open. Yeah. So what is a revision? Revision जैसा हमने बात किया, revision is something, right? कि let's suppose this firewall have some configuration. Let me go here. This is the firewall policy. Okay. So there is two policy. Okay, right now. So I want to create my own revision. Let's suppose I go here and let me see if I can delete this all revision. Let me delete the all revision. I'm just building from the scratch so you guys can understand more realistics. So I can go here and this configuration, this last rule was added by me. Okay. And Praveen is the next engineer who is going to make a change in the production. So I want to create my own revision number. So anytime if anything is going to be happen in the firewall, so I can easily understand what is happening in my firewall. So I'm going to create my own revision. So simply I go here, I go and I create the revision and I just click save changes and I can put a name created by Vishal. Right, so this is how, so this revision is created. So you see, this is the comment and this is the 4 revision number. Okay. Now, let's suppose you log in by your name. All right. Or mistaken, you delete this policy. Or might be you make something now. Let's suppose you deleted this policy. So now this policy has been gone. But you don't know what Vishal did the changes in the production. So you want to roll back the Vishal changes again. So what you can do that? Simply go here and just click on the revision. You don't have the backup file. Just click on the revision and you just revert the changes. So once you revert the changes, the firewall is going to be, let me do that. The firewall is going to reboot and it will reflect the same policy which was available earlier. So just wait for a while. After reboot, you are going to see that. So this is how revision is going to play a vital role in the FortiGate. So are you clear now or is still doubt?
Yes, it's clear now. I have one more question, Vishal ji. Let's say अगर आपने वहाँ उस point पे जो changes किए थे, right? वो मेरे roll back हो जाएगा basically एक तरीके से. But जो उसके बाद मैंने भी कुछ change किया था, क्या वो भी उसमें होगा या बस last point पे roll back हो जाएगा?
The change I made, if I create my own revision number, right? So that is going to be visible in my revision number. So I forgot to create my revision number after change. If I create some revision number by my name also, so that can be also roll back. So whatever changes you're going to create, let's suppose you are the engineer, you just created one change, right? So you can just create on revision number. Let me show you again. So you want to sometime compare with your configuration with the Vishal configuration. So it is possible. Let's suppose you deleted. Now you see the policy is available. This policy is again available. Let's suppose you delete it. Now delete it. One revision number already saved in this section that was done by me. Let's suppose Praveen is logging now and he deleted one policy. He want to build his own revision number. So let me created by Praveen. So I just click it here. So now your revision number has been created. So right now you change the policy and your revision number here. So right now all configurations are identical. So no need to revert because you already on the same configuration, but you want to revert on this particular configuration. You can do that revert on this particular configuration as well. Anytime. And you want to see the details as well, right? What changes you have made, you can see. So basically this is your current change. You can see the CLI all configuration. You want to compare in the side by side. There's also possible. You want to see what was the Vishal configuration. You want to download this configuration file. You can download it. You can save it. right? Also, we have some username. You can see details. So you can see who is the username, what is the date, and what is the comment. So these all information is going to be available in this way. All clear or still any doubt?
Yes.
Sir,
Okay.
after restoring the revision number, the file will be automatically saved or need to be
No,
saved?
we just have to save from here. We just have to save from here. Once you create the revision number, you just have to save the file. This file is going to be saved and you can put the comment with the time and date.
No, sir, after restoration, the file.
After restoration, the file, you just have to, if you restore the file, so why you need the new revision number? Why you need? You just roll backing the old revision number, na? So the configuration will be the same.
No, sir. My point is, if we restore the revision number into the firewall, so I need to be save that configuration or it will automatically save?
This configuration is always automatic save, na? You can see always this configuration is available. You don't have to do anything. You want to download it in local computer, you can download it. FortiGate dashboard always available, all configuration. You don't have to do any save and all.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other questions in this section? Very important, guys. Small concept, but these are the very important thing. I especially recommend everyone should know about that. So right side tabs, we understand each and everything. Okay. And I hope everyone clear. Let's move in the left side tab. This side tab. So we try to understand also, let's see how much we can understand today, but we'll try to understand one by one, each and everything. So now, first tab, you can see this is the firewall, your firewall host name. And if you're just clicking on the firewall host name, you are just seeing the, what is my firewall host name, topology detail not available, right? You want to sync update. It is just going to try to build the topology, but definitely we don't have any topology. So we are not going to find any information. So this is your always going to be host name. Right? Before host name means after host name, you have the dashboard. And if you just click on the dashboard, you have the multiple option available here. The first option is the status, security, network, user and device, firewall view, source, destination. So what is this all? We'll understand one by one. So let me click on the status. So once I click on the status, the default, whenever you log into the firewall, this dashboard is always going to be appear in front of you. Means default widgets which is configured on the firewall, it is going to be appear in front of you. And you want to move some dashboard here, whatever you like, you can just drag and drop this also. Okay. So let's suppose you want to see this here, you can just drag in here. You want to see this one, so just click and drag here. So this is also possible. You don't want to see any dashboard, so just click it here and remove from here. This can be also done. You can remove it here. You want to see this one here, you can just move here also, right? So this is how you can drag and drop the dashboard. Let's suppose you want to change the view as well, right? So you want to see, you want to do resize, you want to see longer, not single column, you want to see 4 column, just do that. See, it's looking like longer side. So you can always resize the thing. You want to again resize in a single column, you can do that. You want to resize this one in a single column, you can do that. So this is going to look like in this way. You want to resize this one, it's a 2 column, you just do in the single. So this is going to look like in this way. And then you can drop it here. And you can just move this one to the here. And you want to see the memory also in the single, this can be also. So it is going to look like here. You just go and drop it here. So you can customize your dashboard as per your need. Okay. If you want to setting, you have the setting options, right? So by default, it is a default setting, but you want to do some specific settings, right? You want to give some host name, something else, right? So you can do also, it is going to be available, but I believe that is not required for time being because we don't have something, a special thing to showcase here. So always refer the default one. And the default one is always going to give the nice view. And some default setting like this is going to 2 box. There is a special region. You can see the very nice utilization report for the longer frame. So you can see that also. You want to see the fabric information. So you can see the double. It is also going to give the fabric. Single is fine for this one. So this is how you can like configure that. Okay. Now let's suppose these are default widgets. Like you have the virtual machine, system information. What is system information? means your host name, your firewall serial number, firewall firmware detail, system time, uptime, WAN IP, nothing, mode is NAT mode, firewall is configured. You have the license, IPS, IDS, everything. You have the administrations like HTTP, FortiExplorer. You have the security fabric. We have different kind of, you can see the 𝗵𝗺 Analyzer, 𝗵𝗺Cloud, 𝗵𝗺Guard. You have the 𝗵𝗺 Sandbox, 𝗵𝗺 Manager, 𝗵𝗺 Switch. So these all fabric is showing CPU utilization. You can see that. But these are default thing. If you want to add, remove, I clearly said, if you want to remove something, you just click here and this can be removed. But what if I want to add some new widgets? Means something I want to see, which is not available in this dashboard. What that could be, just click on the add widgets. We have the lot of information still, which is not available on dashboard. Means I want to see FortiView, Forti applications, Forti destinations, security. I want to see DHCP information, DNS information, SD-WAN information, routing information, SLVPN, IPsec informations. I want to see interface bandwidth. Okay. I want to see system information like botnet activity, HA activity, license status, CPU usage. Some are available, but some are not available. So whatever I want to see, let's suppose I want to see right now routing information in my dashboard. So or DHCP. So I click DHCP add. So it is going to add my DHCP. See, DHCP has been added. I want to see something. What else I want? I want to see interface bandwidth. Just click and interface. That is my this one interface. This interface bandwidth I want to monitor. Done. Okay. I want to see what else? Routing I want to see. Let's click. There is no routing, but I want to see any BGP policy, default, static, whatever routing you want to see that. So I want to see static routing. I just click on the widgets and this is static routing is also going to be visible here. So based on that, you can just click the static routing information as well. That is also going to be available. So we have added a lot of things here. And based on that, you can add, you can just cross it and see now we have the DHCP. So nothing is configured in the DHCP. That's why we are not able to see any kind of things here. And also we configure that bandwidth of this port, but no traffic is processing. So that is also free for me. And routing, simply we have two address. So you can see default routing is available via this port and this is subnet. It's a connected and static. So both is showing to me. So you can always add some widgets. You can remove some widgets. You can modify some widgets. View and drag and drop, you whatever you can do that here. Clear to all about this status and dashboard? Everyone happy with this concept? Probably required on daily basis when you're going to work on the FortiGate firewall. Shall I move next? If we allow, guys. Okay. Thank you so much for your confirmation, guys. So what is next? So we understand the status. So next tab, we have the security. So the similar, it's a dashboard. So the status dashboard is a combination of the major feature. It's a combination of the major feature, means all feature you can see in the single dashboard. But if you want to see some specific dashboard related thing, like I want to just see the all security related things only. So this is for you. Like how many client detected vulnerability, 40 client detected vulnerability, how many scan summary, means virus, malware, top vulnerability endpoint details, you want to see that, top threat level, you want to see that. So these are the top verdict, means based on your sandbox, how many top verdict we have, so that you want to see that. So this level of the information is available on this particular security dashboard. And you want to again drag and drop, you want to customize, you can do that. You want to see small resize, you can do that also. This feature also available. But this is only going to show you the security related thing, not other things, not the this was a combination of the everything. So you want to see that in this format, you can do that. In this resize, you can do that. You can see that. Similarly, you want to remove some widgets. You can remove by clicking on it. It can be removed, right? You want to add some new, right? Like you can see, you have the FortiView. you have some network, even you want to customize this one also, it can be customized, but it is not recommended. You always customize this one. Let's use some default setting which is recommended by the FortiGate. So I would suggest personally, if you want to even add some widgets, just add these all advanced threats, just add it. Just security related, not network and all. Okay. I want to compromise host. You want to see that, right? So you can see that. You want to see what else? Quarantine host. You want to see that. So see, these all has been added. So this can be security. So if you want to see security stuff, it can be available here. Similarly, if you want to see the network related stuff, is like routing, DHCP, see all SLVPN. So you can see these all. Even you want to add some more network related. So go in the network, you want to add some anything else, top IP pool assigned, interface bandwidth, you can add it here, there's no problem. But I would recommend just add the network, not other custom things. Custom things you can always add in the dashboard. Status 1. Security should be security. Network should be network. Now we have the user and devices. You want to see like how many users connected on this my firewall and all. Right now nothing is connected. 40 clients, quarantine, firewall users, mass snack devices. That can be done, and it is going to look like in this particular section. You can do that also. There is no problem at all. So again, you can customize, add widgets. That all option is available. But yes, we have the different. This is more about the custom. This is more about the security. This is more about the network. This is more about the users and devices. So you have to use any of this based on your requirement. All right, guys. And if I move next, right? So we have the add dashboard button here. Even I want to add something new based on my customizations. I don't want to see these all. So I can use, like here, I can use the Gwinnett custom dashboard. So this is my dashboard. You just create it. This has been created. And now you can add the different widgets here. I want to say, let's suppose DHCP. I just add DHCP. I want to see, let's suppose VPNs. So I just add the VPNs. I want to say CPU. So I can add the CPUs. Okay. I want to see routing. I can add the routing. So anything I want to see. Security, I want to see ATP, advanced threat prevention. So I can use that also. System, I want to see license status. So I can add. So this is my basically custom one. Even I want to create. I'm not happy with these all. Still, I want to get mine. It is possible you can do that. But this is not going to require. You want to delete that, you can just delete the dashboard from here. So this can be deleted. If you want to delete this one, it can be also delete. If you want to delete this one, this cannot be deleted, the first one. This can be deleted, but status cannot be deleted. You can add it and add to the favorite we have, but we cannot delete it. Rest can be deleted, added can be deleted. So these 4 and this plus has been clear to everyone. Okay, thumbs up. Clear to all? Give me thumbs up if it is clear to all. All good, guys? Okay, thank you. So now we have the next thing, that is FortiView source, right? So if we want to see like what is the traffic coming from the which source. So if you want to see what is traffic coming from the which source, right? So you have this particular FortiView source address information. Right now you can see there is no source IP address. So if you want to see the source IP address, let's suppose this user is talking to the, you can just think in this way. Let me draw the topology. I don't know what is happening to my pen today. Where it is gone. Give me 1 minute, guys. Why my pen is not working today? Let me see. Okay. So I was talking about, okay. So I was talking about, let's suppose this is my LAN network. This is my switch. This switch is connected with, let's suppose directly connected with the firewall, and this firewall having this internet connectivity. This is your internet. So we have the multiple users sitting here. Right? This could be one more user here. They have different IP address like 1.1.1. This could be the 1.1.1.2, 1.1.1.3, 1.1.1.4. These are different clients. They want to go 8.8.8.8. They want to go google.com. They want to go facebook.com, right? Or might be the other any websites. So when these users are going to communicate via firewall for any kind of the communication, then they have to carry with the source and destination IP address. So these source IP address and destination IP address also going to capture by the firewall, and that is your 40 source and 40 destination. Let me show you again. So if I go here in this particular firewall, and if I show, so if you want to say 𝗿𝗄𝗏 IP address, so you can see what is my IP address, what is my device. Right now, nothing it is showing, but once we build the labs, you guys will definitely going to get all informations. So what is my source IP address? What is my device? How many byte session has been sent, right? Bandwidth utilizations. You want to see like 40 view destination. Similarly, how many destination address, country, region. You want to say application, byte session. This all is going to be shown. What application they have access means Facebook, Yahoo, Google. You can see if you click in the application, you want to say like the Facebook application. So it is going to show you the Facebook related traffic here. You want to say like WhatsApp application. So this is going to show the WhatsApp related traffic information. So we'll see how many applications are there and how this based on the application, this can be policy created and how this is going to be happen for this particular section, right? So this is also a good thing based on the source, based on the destination, and based on the application, we can apply the policy. And after applying the policy, we can take some actions. Now we have also here the option, how many websites and what destination websites we have visited and what policy they have hit, right? And how many sessions have been created. So every information regarding the application, regarding the websites, means website is your URLs, regarding which policy it is using, policy type, interface, destination, byte, session, that is also going to visible here. And finally, we have the session here that is going to show everything in detail. So this is about the 40 view session. So this is all about the dashboards. So in a dashboard, we have this much section and all this section we have to use for that our configuration and not configuration, just for the viewing and just doing the configuration for the widgets and all. And these are the operation where we can do the backup, restore and everything, whatever you want to do that can be done. Any question here? Because we have to discuss about network and policy. So I'm thinking to discuss this on the Monday in next class, because we have to discuss a lot of things. So I'll cover in the one class. What is the network and what is the policy? What is the security policy? A lot of things we have. So it cannot be done today. So probably we'll cover in the next class and we'll see that what is happened in this particular section. Do guys let me know if you have any question till here, please, or we are good.
I have one query over here. In the dashboard, in the dashboard, can you just click on the dashboard, please?
Yes, please.
You showed us that 40 view source, destination, application, website, and policies. All those, whatever the data will be shown here, that will be related to the users. That I mean the users, whatever they have visited, like website, application, destinations, they have visited. All the data will be visible here, right?
Absolutely right. So any data from the user machine, you can see what information they are going to capture. Source IP address, devices, right? How many packet they have sent, bandwidth and all. Even you want to add some more information, right? You want to see some more information. So you have the additional session bandwidth you want to see in the bubble chart, right? That is also possible instead of table. So if you see bubble chart, it is going to show you the bubble chart kind of the graph here. So you want to see that can be also done. But the best view is this one only. You want to see for the specific time period, and it is also possible. And this is a firewall by default it's going to select. So you can see by here, let me make it the normal session one, yeah, table one, and filter can be applied here without any problem. So you can see it. Even you want to see more information, right? So just have the small button here. Just click the cursor here. You're going to find that small button. And by default, source, device, byte, and session bandwidth it is showing. But you want to see the packet information also. You want the source and the interface. You just apply it. You have the more information available now. So related to the client source, every information is going to capture here. And based on that, you can see what is happening. So just for the monitoring point of view, you are going to find that. And you want to filter any source IP address. Let's suppose you have thousands of the logs here, or 1 lakh logs here, might be 10,000 logs here. So it's very difficult to read me. Probably we'll see that when we do the configuration, we have the hundreds of logs, right? So how I can identify those logs, right? So for that, you have to filter based on the source IP. Just put the IP address. Let's suppose I'm going to put 192.168.10.10. And once I just apply, the all IP is going to filter with the source which is coming from this machine. Clear? Similar is destination. You want to see destination one. You want to see more information. Just do that. Check for the more information and apply it. Praveen, you clear?
Yes, thanks, Vishal.
You will.
Sir, sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening. बताइए.
Sir, I have one question, sir.
पूछो.
Suppose I have two router, तो उनके बीच में हम कितना टनल क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, या otherwise I have two firewalls.
Which firewall?
Suppose FortiGate I have two FortiGate firewalls.
So there is no particular answer how many tunnel can be created. Okay. You have to always refer data sets, product matrix. Means every version of the router, every version of the firewalls, they have the data set and they have the technical specification, right? If someone is asking the question, I have a car. How many people, how many person I can carry? What could be the answer? I have a car. Huh?
4, 6.
Might be some 7-seater car is available in the market. 5-seater car is available in the market. 6-seater car is available in the market. But there is no correct answer, right?
Right, sir.
There is no correct answer. You can not say car is just one word, right? Car can be 4-seater, 5-seater, 2-seaters, even some cars come, right? Ferrari come with the 2-seaters only. Or might be some other cars, right? So there is no definition. Some 7-seater, 8-seater cars also come in the market. So there is no answer. So you have to go and ask the question, which car you are referring? It's a hatchback car, SUV car, right? Or might be some high-end Ferrari Jaguar car which having a sporty requirement. And based on that, you have to read their specification, or might be you know that, and then you can answer the correct, answer. This car going to carry that particular traffic. Similar, how many tunnel is going to be created? You have to understand with the firewall model. Every firewall having different models, different requirement. So you can see here, right now you can see firewall latency, just 40. So you can see it is written somewhere or not. So firewall throughput, IPsec VPN throughput, firewall latency, session, firewall policy, IPsec throughput, concurrent VPN users, SSL inspection, application control, virtual domains, interfaces. It is showing here. but it is see, this is the tunnels. So maximum tunnel you can create 8. Some AP related tunnel it's showing. So similarly, if you go for the detailed data set, it's the interface also. So they have like every firewall, how many policy you can create. You see, this is IPsec tunnel. You can see maximum IPsec tunnel you can get 200. I was searching this one. You can see. So client gateway IPsec tunnel, and this is like gateway to gateway IP. So this is number 200. Some are 200, and if you're going to use the another versions, right? Higher version. So you can see this one 2500 tunnels. See here. If you go more higher, so you can create 50,000 tunnels, 1 lakh tunnels. So it totally depends on the vendors, Madan. So you have to check the router models. You have to check the firewall. If the FortiGate model, you have to check the data sets, and also check the payload. Then it will going to give the right answer. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Anurag asking source, destination, application, policy, decision tab, show live historical data both. Yes. It's a live data, historical data both. Anurag, it's also going to give a live data also. Might be little bit few seconds delay, but live data you can see that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I believe we are good for today, guys. Enjoy your rest of the evening. All right.
Yeah. Thank you, Vishal ji.